The
All
following
right.
contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Championship.
We are here at part 2. We're going to start off with the women's match. I think is going to be, I guess, 4, maybe 5 parts, because I can only get 2 matches per video. So so that'll be 5 parts. But we're going to start off with some women's action. Nikki Heat. Just now, pretty much making her. Yeah, this is her pay-per-view debut. This is her 3rd, 4th match. She's already getting the women's championship match. She's been really good since coming in TPW. She's a FGW legend, if I do say so myself. She's already making a big splash here in the women's division, bringing new life to it. You get to see a lot of great matches out of Nikki Heat. We can see Nikki Heat versus what's her name? I'm sorry, Britt Morgan. You can see Nikki Heat versus Erin Hudson. Nikki Heat versus Melanie Soulstar. Nikki Heat versus Kelly Thomas. That'll be a very fun one. But we're getting Nikki Heat versus Queen Bey here, or Queen. We're gonna call her Queen Bee. We're gonna call her Queen Bee from now on. That'll just be how we say her name. Nikki Heat, a high flyer, I guess I would call her. Maybe a technical high flyer, but Queen Bee is. She grew up around freedom. Her dad was actually a freedom fighter, so she is well trained in striking, grappling, and submission holds, submission locks. So this should be a very, how can I say? There'll be an interesting dynamic to this matchup. We'll see if Queen Bey can keep Nikki Heat grounded. I'm pretty certain that I'll say she'll probably out-wrestle her, seeing that she's bigger and stronger. But keeping Nikki Heat grounded is not a small task, I'll say that. So this should be a very fun match to watch. I don't know who I'll put my money on, though. I might get the slight edge to Queen Bee, because she has been on a tear lately. But Nikki Heat is really, really resilient, and I'm pretty certain she could take a beating, but we'll see if Queen Bee can push her to her limits.
Introducing the challenger from Brooklyn, New York, Nicole Hart. Introducing the
Crowd loud
champion
for Nikki Heat.
from Dodoma, Tanzania. She is the Women's Champion, the Queen Bee.
Mixed reactions for Queen Bee. I got her a little bit more boos than anything. Referee letting her get a look at the title. Let the crowd see what these women are fighting for. And Queen Bee already going for the arm. Irish foot to the corner. Kick to the face from Nikki Heat. Back elbows from the Queen. Ooh, blocking the right hand. Ooh, kick right to the head. And just like that, back and forth, it took one kick to take her down. That was quick and out of nowhere, but she caught that kick. Nikki Heat putting her in the corner and a knee right to the gut. Driving some of the air out of the Queen, and there's a drop kick to follow it up, and the Queen gonna quickly roll out the ring and catch her breath. Referee holding at Nikki Heat. The Queen sees it. Oh, but she's just short of the knee, and Nikki Heat makes her pay for it. Nikki Heat picking the Queen up. Shot right to the back. Throws the Queen outside the ring. And there's a spear driving more air out of the Queen. Queen quickly back up to her feet. You can hear her gasping for air, but Nikki Heat not gonna let her take a breath, and she jumps out the ring. And Nikki Heat starting out fast. And she's talking trash to the Queen. Big knife edge chop. Forearm right to the back. Oh, wait. What's the DDT on the outside, and Nikki Heat not wasting any time. Throwing big shots at the Queen. And now face first off the ring apron. Referee count. Remember, there is a 20 count here in TPW and PCW. And the Queen throwing Nikki Heat back in the ring. And you can see she's groggy, but she's trying to fight through the pain. And there's a reverse DDT. Quickly goes for a cover, trying to catch some air. And Nikki Heat kicks out at 1. Now locking up. The Queen can't breathe. Nikki Heat gets the better of her. And there's a gun stun on the top rope. Now the Queen just stomping on the face of Nikki Heat. You can see she's trying to slow down the pace, but look, going after that arm again. That same arm she stomped on at the start of the match. And right on the forearm, you can hear Nikki Heat screaming in pain. Nikki Heat on the Queen B on the offense now, but Nikki Heat reversing. Back elbow from the Queen. Going for a strike, misses. And there's a leg sweep. Off the kick and elbow right on the knee. And now the Queen striking away. Kicks to both legs on a big right hand to finish it off with. And now the Queen gets thrown over the top rope again. Oh, and a gun stun. Nikki Heat pandering to the crowd, and it might have cost her. And there's a back suplex. Punch right to the midsection from Nikki Heat. The Queen breaks the hold, smacks that arm again. Wait a minute, what's this right here? Gory neck breaker. Hooks the leg on Nikki Heat. 1. Kick out at 1. And now going right back to that arm, and she has it locked with the rope. Oh, but the rope gave free. And now, oh, just working that arm. Just wrenching at it. And I think what she's trying to do is, if you take away at least one of their opponent's arms, and she locks in that, and she, wait a minute, an arm bar, and an arm bar out of nowhere. And the Queen wrenching back on the arm, and Nikki Heat has to find a way. She's screaming in pain, and she starts raining down right hands. And wait a minute, Nikki Heat with the takedown, with a pin, 1, and a kick out at 1. And Nikki Heat with a huge strike. As I was saying, oh wait a minute now, I might have to wait on my statement. There's a clothesline from Nikki Heat and another clothesline, and she's fired up off the ropes and a drop kick. And now she's going to the top rope. Well, she's waiting for the Queen to get up to her feet. Let's see what she's going for here. A spinning heel kick from the top rope. Hooks the leg on Nikki Heat. That might be it. 1, 2. Kick out by the Queen. Nikki Heat just striking away at the Queen now. Hitting her with everything she's got. Still somehow working with that other arm. I was saying I think the Queen was working on it for when she locks in her sleeper hold. Nikki Heat doesn't have anything to defend it with. Goes for a leg drop, and she missed badly. Back up to her feet. Still trying to fight away from the Queen. Big back elbow from the Queen. And now she's looking for that gory net breaker again. She doesn't go for the cover this time. I think she just kind of stunned her. And now the Queen picking her up, going for a kick. And enziguri to the other arm now. Kick to the gut again. And now the Queen getting her up for a power bomb. Cover on Nikki Heat. That was big time. 2. Oh, and Nikki Heat just got the bad shoulder up off the mat. The Queen on the offense now. Big punch to the midsection and a kick to the gut too. Went for a high kick. Nikki Heat caught it that time. Irish whip on the outside. Going for a big right hand. The Queen reverses it with an elbow. Waiting, Nikki Heat throws her out the ring again. And another big right hand. The Queen staggering up to her feet, and Nikki Heat just trying to get the crowd going a little bit for her. And there's a forearm on the outside. Nikki Heat throwing everything she has at the Queen, trying to do anything to do some type of damage to her. The Queen is so resilient and can take a beating, so Nikki Heat's just trying to throw her whole body at her. There's an elbow drop to the spine, and that might be it right there. Referee counts the fucking pin. 1, 2. No, the Queen just kicked out. And a big running neck snap. Not trying to give her any time to heal. I don't know how Nikki isn't exhausted. I don't know how she's using that hand at all. That was a big slap, and that might have just pissed off the Queen. And there's a scoop slam. And the Queen dragging her away in the center of the ring. Put her on her stomach. I don't know what she's looking for here. She's getting her position for something. And the Queen looking for a deadlift German suplex. And she gets it, but Nikki Heat's in the ropes, but it doesn't even matter. That was a powerful German suplex right there. Punch to the gut again. And an elbow to the leg again. The Queen can't get any kicks up, but she got one right there. Kick to the gut again. And the Queen, she's going for that powerbomb again. And she hits it. For a second time, and Nikki Heat kicks out at 1. And the Queen pissed off saying, your adrenaline is about to be drained because she's about to put her to sleep. And she's had it locked in the center of the ring. Nikki Heat only has one arm. What can she do? She is nowhere near the strength of the Queen. I don't know how she's going to break it. She's using that good arm, elbows to the rib cage. Wait a minute! Has her in a pinning position. The Queen gonna have to break it. 2, and the Queen breaks it. But Nikki Heat already on the offense. Irish whip to the outside, and there's that. Oh, and the referee got in the way, and she tried to push off her feet, but it doesn't work. The Queen still in the ring. Nikki Heat thinks she knocks her off, but she didn't. Breaks the hold. Turns her around. Irish whip again. And there's another spear to the outside, and you hear the Queen gasping for air again. She's staggering up to her feet now. She's trying to fight through the pain. Nikki Heat's waiting for her. And an elbow to the skull of the Queen. She springboarded off. She's going off pure adrenaline. Irish whip. Oh, rip first into the ring apron. And again into the apron. And wait, the Queen throws her back in the ring. The Queen is pissed off. Kick right to the face. And a high kick right to the skull. Nikki Heat on the apron trying to pull herself up. The Queen talking trash, but Nikki Heat grabs her in the face before the Queen does. Rakes her face across the apron. Against the rope. Oh, she just dropped her knee into the skull. She might have just knocked the Queen right out. The Queen still on the ground. Nikki Heat putting her into position. Looking for an elbow drop to the chest this time. Hooks the leg on the pin. 1, 2, and the Queen kicked out. Nikki Heat picks her up, punch to the face, knife edge chop, slap to the face, and it wobbles her. Elbow right to the back, and Nikki Heat just striking away at the Queen. The Queen strikes back for a chop, and now Northern Light suplex. The Queen holds on. Look at the strength, and another Northern Light suplex, but she's in the ropes. And that goes to show you she's just throwing her around. She's not paying attention to where she's slamming Nikki Heat at. But she's still in control. And a punch right to the gut from Nikki Heat as she blocks hers. And an elbow slap. Backhand. Kicks the leg and a clothesline. Throwing everything she can at the Queen. But the Queen still in this matchup with a jawbreaker. And now, wait a minute. Carter hip tosses her in. Oh my God! just ramming her knee into Nikki Heat, and another one. And the Queen trying to build up some stamina again, but Nikki Heat's getting back up to her feet. The Queen has to do something. Running towards her. Oh, and a big knee this time. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and a kick out by Nikki Heat. Nikki Heat rolls to the outside. The Queen Bee not letting it slide. And an Irish whip into the barricade. Nikki Heat still holds herself up. Big right hands. And Nikki Heat is down for the count. Queen looking for an Irish whip. And Nikki Heat grabs her and throws her away. The Queen, her stamina's been shot. She's been hit in the gut so many times. Couldn't even keep running. Couldn't even stop herself. Just fell. And Nikki Heat going after the arm of the Queen. The Queen punches Nikki Heat in her gut now. And these women are just beating the hell out of each other. Throws her back in the ring. As the Queen feels like she has this match won. Taking her sweet time. Taunting to the crowd. Saying you all hate me for no reason. Elbow right to the midsection again. Oh, and a kick right to the leg. Irish whip reversal. Nikki Heat throws her in the corner, knee right into the chest. Trying to take her down, but elbows to the skull from the Queen. And just threw her head into the turnbuckle. My God. And now the Queen with an Irish whip into the corner. Trying to put Nikki Heat on the top turnbuckle, but Nikki Heat drops down and pushes her away. Smart. Oh, and then a kick right into the chest from the Queen. And that just dropped Nikki Heat and then rocked her. And now the Queen, now she got her on the top turnbuckle. Locking her up there. And now, wait a minute, she's got him in a gut-wrench position. What is she doing? No! Gut-wrench suplex from the top rope. And the Queen goes for the cover, and this match has been won by the Queen. She just stopped the count. Why did she get? Oh, and she wants to put her to sleep. She wants to make her sleep, and she wants to lock in that super hold again. Says she's gonna pop her head off, and she drops down, and it's locked in. And I don't think Nikki Heat's getting out of it this time. I don't think she's gonna get it with the same trick twice. I don't even know if she can get to it. Dropping that elbow again, making her break the hold, and she does. She's gonna have to let it go. See where she got her arms locked in. She's trying to keep her locked in, but the Queen breaks it free. Turns her around, drops her neck on her knee, and there's a net breaker. The Queen is rocked. Nikki Heat making her stand up to her feet, and when she's looking for, she's got her on her shoulders, looking for the one-winged angel, and she hits it. That's it. Nikki Heat stole this when she got it. 1, 2, no, and the Queen kicks out. Nikki Heat almost just took the title away from the Queen. Throws it to the outside again. And there's a big right hand, and the Queen is down. Nikki Heat gonna go dive. She's gonna do that elbow drop on the outside. No, the Queen is getting up to her feet. How is she still standing? Nikki Heat still jumps. Oh my God! She still jumped. Both women are dead. Oh wait, Nikki Heat, no, she's back up to her feet. My God! The Queen is out. The referee still she blocked the right hand. And now the Queen throwing Nikki into the barricade again. And there's those right hands again, just rocking Nikki Heat. These two women have been given this match their all. Now Nikki Heat throws the Queen into the barricade. The Queen comes back with a knee. Referee had a count of 7. He's still counting. Count of 8. And the Queen throws into the crowd. We're over the barricade, ladies and gentlemen. There's an uppercut, and they're just brawling at this point. The count's still going. Uppercut from the Queen. And an uppercut from Nikki Heat. They're just fighting at this point. Blocked the upper. Oh, wait a minute, a right hand. And another right hand from Nikki Heat, and another right hand, and the Queen is rocked. Blocked it, and there's a right hand from the Queen. Turns her around. Throwing Nikki Heat. Nikki Heat running back to the Queen with a knee lift. Knee lift from the Queen. Nikki Heat still fighting, running at the Queen, but she ran right into an uppercut. And now she throws Nikki into the chair, into a barricade, and now face first off the barricade. And they don't even care about the count anymore. They're just fighting. The Queen has a chair. Wait, no. And she just hit her right in the back of the head. That's a disqualification, but the Queen is still just beating on Nikki Heat. Okay, we gotta get someone to stop this. We gotta get to the next match. Someone gotta stop this. We'll be right back, guys.
The following contest is a
Alright, and now we're back with the next match of the night after we got that situation sorted out. That match ends in disqualification. Nikki Heat is your winner, but she doesn't get the championship. The Queen is still the champion, but I don't think this feud is far from over. I think these two women hate each other because neither one can keep each other down. But now we have the U.S. Championship up next. Berlane earned this opportunity after beating Angus Powell, which led to Angus Powell wanting his release. He is now in FCW and a whole other company. But Berlane gets a shot at Matt Gray for the U.S. Championship in a steel cage match. And Berlane looks confident and ready. Berlane has made a huge splash since joining TPW. I think he has a... I can't remember who his first opponent was. I think it was Wayne. Yeah, it was Wayne Stafford. He beat Wayne Stafford, and he had a great match with Marcel Pratt, which he ended up losing. And then now he beat Angus Powell, and now he's in a steel cage match with. Matt Gray for the United States Championship. And in my opinion, I think the U.S. Championship has been somewhat prestigious. I think so. Like, it's been held by Christopher Haas. Held it for a little bit. Had 2 great matches against Kevin Newman. Newman held it for a little bit. Obviously, had great matches with it. John Van Sice had it. Had a good match with Malcolm Neal. Malcolm Neal ended up dropping it to Matt Gray. So I think it's been pretty prestigious. But just being able to get in a steel cage match with Matt Gray, or as they called it, a rage cage match. I think that's a submission one, but we do pin and escape. With the crowd. I'm sorry? I could have sworn. Yeah, because this was a Rock. Okay. Sorry for skipping that. I don't remember doing that. But, nonetheless, here we go. Or yeah, I might have just forgotten to put the clip in where I actually did the entrances. Damn.
Canada,
so that's my bad. My bad, Matt Gray. Love you.
He is the United States Champion, Avalanche Matt Gray.
You see, Matt Gray is ready. He's confident and ready. Showing Berlane what he's fighting for. And now we're starting off in Berlane, quickly trying to escape, and you see Matt Gray laughing. And now Matt Gray, wait a minute, Berlane trying to fight out, trying to quickly skip the cage and walk away with the championship. Trying to find the footing, but Matt Gray slams his knee against the cage. And Matt Gray, wait a minute, Berlane's still fighting. Berlane's really trying to escape and take this championship. Matt Gray's down to a knee. And he actually got rocked by that kick. And now, Matt Gray, Berlane has to fall. God. Took a beating and blocked away the kick. Excuse me. Back elbow to Matt Gray. And Matt Gray kicks him with a Snapdragon suplex. And he folded on that one. Stopped right on the face. And I think he just pissed off Matt Gray. And Matt Gray going to try to choke him out and wear him out. And now wrenching back on the head. Slams his face down into the mat and mushes it. And now Matt Gray trying to escape with the championship. I don't think he thought he was going to get that much of a fight out of Berlane. Matt Gray. Oh, an elbow right to the back of the knee. And wait a minute now. Now it's Matt Gray in an electric chair position. Drops him right on his back. And that hurt Matt Gray. Matt Gray's been having a lot on his plate. The Brotherhood has been calling him out. He's been stressed about his United States Championship in this matchup. And look at this! Oh my God! Back first into the cage, and Berlane screaming in pain, and Matt Gray has a sadistic look on his face. Gun stunned, and his back is now scraping against that cage. And now Matt Gray just gonna dissect and pick apart Berlane. Knees right into the hamstring. And Berlane is just screaming in agony. Like he got shot in the leg or something, or in his back. Matt Gray hooks the other leg, and Berlane has no choice but to use that leg that he just rammed his knee against to kick out of that. You know Matt Gray's gonna punish him, but Berlane reverses the Irish whip. Matt Gray blocks the elbow, kick to the leg, to the other leg. Berlane caught it. Oh, and knee to the jaw. Tries to take him down. Berlane's still standing. Catches him with a quick snap suplex. And Berlane taunting now. But he sees Matt Gray getting up and he's trying to get out the cage. Matt Gray, wait a minute, grabs the leg again. Oh my God! And now pulls him off the top rope and picks him up, and he's not giving him any time to rest. Dodges the knee. Uppercut from Berlane. Matt Gray still standing. Irish whip to the corner. And Berlane opened for a clothesline, but Matt Gray blocked it. Dodged the knee again. Tries to pick him up. Blocked it. And now Matt Gray takes him down. Gets the position on the top mount. And starts raining down right hands and lefts. Palm strikes. And now Matt Gray slamming him face first into the steel cage. And screaming at him to get up. Tries to pick him up. Oh, and a big shoulder block from Berlane. Picking him up with Matt Gray. Big clothesline. And now Matt Gray trying to climb out of the cage to retain his championship. He sees Berlane is down. Berlane crawling now. Matt Gray trying to find their footing. That's how we make the cages. You have to find a slot to where your foot can fit in. If you can't find it, you can't climb. As he rams that knee pad off, and Berlane trying to find out how he wants to approach this, and he turns around and finally gets up there. Matt Gray finds it. He finds it. He can climb now. He finds it. He's at the top now, trying to get out, and there's Berlane with a big left. Oh, that's a right. Excuse me. Trying to slide into position. Hits him right in his thigh, and again. And he hits him again, pulling on the leg and hitting him in the thigh. Getting him down. That thigh might be locking up now. Berlane trying to grab his head. And Matt Gray grabs him. Oh! Face first off the steel cage. And he blocks it this time. Elbows to the midsection. Elbows. And Matt Gray falls. Oh my God. And wait a minute. Berlane with an elbow drop off the rope. Hooks the leg. One. And a kick out at one. My God. And now Berlane elbows to the chest now. That was a beautiful elbow drop from Berlane. And a leg drop across the throat. And now Berlane, flurry of offense on Matt Gray. He has him down. And Berlane tastes blood now. He's fighting a rhythm. You can see the fear starting to slowly fade off of Berlane as he gets into a groove. Back suplex net breaker. Hooks the leg on Matt Gray. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. And now with a figure 4 neck lock and raining down elbows to the skull of Matt Gray. And Berlane seeing an opportunity. He's calling for the door. He's telling the referee to open the door. Telling him to hurry up. And he sees Matt Gray crawls and says never mind. He's going to try to climb out the cage. Said he was taking too long. Trying to find that footing. Trying to find that spot. Oh my God. Slamming that knee again. And Berlane not gonna stop. He's still trying to find it. Matt Gray's right there. Oh my God! Ramming that head off the cage again. Off for a second time. Berlane's still holding on. He's doing it again. 3. My God! He's still holding on. 4. He's still holding on. Oh my God! 5. He's still holding on. How? 6. And Berlane finally falls. My God! And I think he's just pissed off Matt Gray. And now Matt Gray on top. Now hammer fist down. Oh my God! And now, oh my God! Cracking elbows into his skull. And Berlane trying to block and hide now. He's trying to open up that cut elbow right to the knee. Knife edge shot from Berlane, and Matt Gray comes back with one and a pop-up punch. And Matt Gray telling him to get his ass up. Picks him up again. And now, wait, blocked it this time. Elbow to the face from Berlane. Playing defense now. Oh, and now Matt Gray, wait a minute. Oh my God, again. And I think there's a cut open up on, yeah, I think he scratched him. He was trying to block it. Matt Gray says, never mind, you took too long. Again, kicks him over. Berlane back up to his feet. He's pissed off now. Punch in the midsection. Oh, wait a minute, bro. Matt Gray, power bomb. Goes for cover. 1, 2. Oh, he kicked out right into a Boston Crab. Oh my God. Look at how he's got it arched. And Berlane pulling on his leg and trips him off of him. Matt Gray, innovative offense. Stomp right to the back. And Matt Gray, on the top rope, on the middle rope. He's trying to climb out now. Trying to find the spot. Trying to find where he can place his foot to get out. And now Berlane, he's up there with him. Matt Gray finds it. Punching him in the leg, but Matt Gray still going. Berlane trying to get to him. And there it is. Punch right to the back. Trying to pull Matt Gray in. Punching him in the thigh again. You can hear the smacks as he punches him. And now Matt Gray trying to, elbows right to the midsection from Berlane. Oh my God. Has to fall down. You can see bruises getting up on Berlane, but Berlane back up playing defense. Slams the knee into the steel cage again. Berlane up now. Oh, Matt Gray rims his face off the steel cage and blocks it. Oh, rims Matt Gray's head off the cage now. Turns around. Wait, what's it? Wait, oh my God, a bulldog from the top rope! And both men grinding in pain. Matt Gray, that cut is open on Matt Gray bad. Berlane is on cover. 1, 2. No, Matt Gray kicks out. Berlane telling him to stay down now. Wait, I think he was calling for the door for a minute, but he sees Matt Gray's probably going to get up now. Big right hand. And now a spin out power bomb. And Matt Gray crawling around in pain as Berlane gonna try and find his way out of this cage. Trying to find the footing, and he gets it. And now Berlane trying to get out. Trying to get his foot. He's got his foot stuck. Matt Gray pulls him back in. Berlane trying to, oh no, he can't get it. Matt Gray's right there playing defense, trying to pull him back into the cage. And he gets him back in. Both men on the rope now. Matt Gray just raining down right hands. And now trying to block it, trying to ram his head into the cage. He does. Get those elbows going. And Berlane. Oh, kick up by Matt Gray. Trying to grab his feet, but Berlane was pulling away. Berlane, he's almost there. He just has to get out the cage. He just got to get his foot over. But Matt Gray pulls him back in. Matt Gray felt his United States Championship slowly slipping away. Punch to the shoulder. Berlane almost fell off, holding on. Now, ramming his head off the cage. Matt Gray trying to climb out now. Now Berlane rams his face off the cage. And he tries to do it again. And then Matt Gray hits him with those elbows again, trying to break his grasp, and he does. You can hear Berlane gasping for air. Matt Gray thinks about what he wants to do, and he thinks he wants to hurt Berlane just a little bit more. Matt Gray is one of the most confident guys on the roster. Berlane with an elbow to the face. It might have backfired on him. Berlane going for that power bomb. Matt Gray reverses it with a back body drop. Berlane was trying to put him down for the count. And now Matt Gray face first off the steel cage. And you can see that cut slowly opening up. Ooh, and a quick jab and a high kick. Oh my goodness. Kick right to the gut. Elbow. And now knees to the midsection. And Matt Gray is on a rampage now. Oh, and now Matt Gray. What's he looking for here? Ready running off the ropes. Oh, got a knee to the skull. You heard a crack. Hooks the leg 1, 2, and Berlane got his shoulder up. Matt Gray back up to his feet, and now just punching the hell out of Berlane. Stomp right to the face. And now Berlane just wearing down. Oh God, I can't talk. Matt Gray wearing down Berlane. Matt Gray doing everything he can to keep him down for either a count or for him to climb out the cage, but there's an arm drag by Berlane. Picks up Matt Gray. Big Irish whip. Puts him on the top rope. Oh, kick to the chest. Matt Gray. Oh, Berlane kicks him in the knee. Irish whip. Puts him on the top rope. And now, wait a minute. What's he looking for here? Oh my God! A muscle buster from the top rope. 1, 2. No, Matt Gray kicked out. He kicked out and kicked up. And now, pulls him in. Guillotine. Got it locked in. Got it locked in deep. Berlane trying to dig deep. Trying to find a way to get out of this. Stands up with Matt Gray. Oh, drops him in his head. Flicks off the bottom rope. Good way to stun Matt Gray. Arm drag by Matt Gray. Clothesline. Drop toe hold. He's on the middle rope. What's Berlane looking for here? Wait a minute. Oh, he just hot-shotted his head into the steel cage. And Berlane sees an opportunity. Matt Gray got his head bounced off the rope that is stiff and got his head rammed into the cage. Can Berlane find the footing? Can he find the spot where he can grab and climb out? Matt Gray's groggy. Matt Gray's pulling himself up. Berlane, can he find it? I think he found it. Matt Gray tried to wring him off the cage. And now Berlane almost there. Matt Gray's right there. Big right hand right to the face. And now Matt Gray is trying to climb out now. Berlane's foot is stuck. His toe was like stuck in the rung. His toe was stuck in the rung. Matt Gray's right there. Berlane, wait, right hand. Matt Gray, oh, almost fell off. Oh my God, and Matt Gray got his hip rammed off. And now big right hand. And Berlane, oh, blocked it in the right hand. Both men groggy, trying not to fall. Oh my God. This is scary. Oh, Matt Gray did it again. Whoa, and Berlane got thrown back in the ring. Oh, you can hear him gasping for air. And Matt Gray is going to get over and retain his United States Championship. And this grueling, brutal steel cage match is finally over. Oh, and Matt Gray is your winner. And he is still United States champion. And you can hear him happy out there howling. And Berlane is still standing. This was a brutal steel cage match. Both men were bleeding. Both men got hit with big time moves. Look at that beautiful spin out powerbomb. I wish they would have shown that bulldog off the cage, but there's that big knee that out. You heard a crack. You know, he just cracked his skull or something. We gotta get a paramedic out here for both men. Because this was a brutal match.
Here is your winner, and still.
You see, he tried to clean that cut up a little bit, but the blood is still pouring out in his head. Both men need medical help. But that was part 2, guys. We will be back with part 3 after you watch this one.